my name's Jenny McCormac and I have with me Tara Fowler today. So Tara and I are talking about recruiting, and one of the questions as team leaders we get asked a lot is, why would you want to recruit your best customer? We all know that when we start off we build up a customer base. It may be very small and you may have one or two really good customers that spend a reasonable amount with you. And one of the biggest fears is, if I recruit my best customer, what am I then going to do? I'm not going to have any sales. So I thought I'd ask Tara, who has built her own team, what her take on recruiting your best customer is. So over to you, Tara.
Okay, recruiting your best customer can be quite a brave move, because obviously it can take you out of your comfort zone a little bit. One thing I found that did push me to then widen my customer base, because you can't just, eventually you cannot just rely on a core group of customers. You have got to kind of expand that, because that customer for some reason, other reason, may not become your customer again, and then obviously you're in that same predicament. I think another key point is that when you're recruiting isn't just about recruiting, it's about building a team. And in order to build a successful team, you need a range of people on that team. Yeah. And if you're going to have somebody who's your best customer, more than likely they're going to be your best spending team member, and therefore you're going to reap a lot of benefits from that, because as a demonstrator you don't earn any particular perks from just recruiting, but you do from having a good sustained team member that perhaps is promoting, perhaps meeting sales targets themselves. So you get a lot back from a good spending customer. They want to often come to events. They'll often talk about recruiting with other people, because if they can see it as a brilliant deal, chances are there'll be other people that they tell that's a brilliant deal. So I think it's kind of twofold really. You want a really good team member to create that variety on the team as well, not just people who recruit and drop. You want a sustained member that's going to build up, and also it gives you the push you need sometimes to go out and find more customers to grow your business.
That's a good point. So Tara, how would you go about recruiting your best customer, do you think? What's the way that you've approached it, which may be different to the way other people approach it?
I think first and foremost, explain the offer that Stampin Up do kind of all year round. And I think that if your best customer is a customer that's regularly spending the kind of £99+ mark each month, it's a kind of logical step to them. I think for me, I like to make it very clear that you, as an independent demonstrator, can do what you want with kind of being a recruit, being a demonstrator, so that people are not daunted by the word demonstrator, it being an active verb almost, to demonstrate. You don't have to do that. I have found that recruits have kind of gone their own way and actually started dabbling in a few things, because when you become a recruit, when you are recruited and you've made that purchase, you've done the offer, you suddenly think to yourself, oh well, more often than not I could buy a little bit more because I'm getting a discount. I'm more likely to tell people because I might earn a bit of money from them, and it kind of just goes from there really. And I think being able to share things like events and opportunities to craft with other people, all those sorts of things are just a lovely added bonus of being a demonstrator. And I don't think that's often the things that people are aware of straight away. I think they just see the word demonstrator and I don't want to show anybody anything. So I think kind of just presenting it as a really good deal, and all of the kind of bits and pieces that can go with it really, alleviating any of their questions. So being aware of what the deal really is, being aware of what they can and can't do as a result of it, so that if they've got those questions you can answer them, and they can realise really quickly what a good deal it is, and actually why hadn't they done it such a long time ago, because they're regularly spending. They're going to be meeting their minimums without a problem.
One of the things I have noticed also is, and the events is a great example of that, I come back from on stage and customers want to know what I've been doing, and good customers, get to hear about that and they want to be a part of that. And that sort of thing is not available to them as a customer. So that's really good. And the other thing I thought of is that when you've got a good customer, they're very aware of what else is on the market in terms of other demonstrators. Very often they will follow YouTube or they follow Pinterest with other people. And if you're not giving them the opportunity, it could be that somebody else offers us that opportunity, directly or indirectly. So they might think, well, actually, why haven't I been asked that? And they could sign up with somebody else. So it's one of those things that you've got to keep mentioning, dropping in, as you say. But your good customers will get that. They will understand that, as long as you're not, throwing it at them every time.
Yeah, definitely.
Can you think of any other ways that recruiting a team has helped you in your business?
Certainly it's helped in my business to inspire other people to recruit, to join, because more often than not, as soon as you are recruited, you suddenly are aware of the kind of Facebook pages you can be involved in, the events you can go to, and everyone wants to tell everybody about something wonderful. So that I have had recruits as a result of recruits, if you see what I mean, they've passed on that deal. I think as well it's nice to have a mixture in my team, because I've got some sort of well-established people, some not so well-established, and having all of those people doing well is helping me. I'm earning from them. It's helping everything really. So it's kind of going that full circle. It's creating that balance now. I'm also widening my field of customers again because I'm recruiting more. So it's kind of expanding my business all the time and growing it all the time. So can't complain at that really. No,
you can't. And obviously the benefits of recruiting mean that you're inevitably going to promote.
Yes.
So whether that's just bronze elite in terms of the numbers, or obviously from bronze elite straight to silver, as soon as you get one recruit, as long as you've got your 3,600 sales, and then obviously up to silver elite. Now I know you've recently promoted to silver elite, which is great, and you'll be looking forward to centre stage. In November, and I think that's another thing that we don't often share enough with customers who could potentially be demonstrators, is that it's so much more than just getting the products, isn't it? And I think particularly the team camaraderie, building up that team. I would say 80% of my team are all customers that I meet face to face, if not higher. That for me has always been the case, but obviously for other people it may be online. Their best customers might convert online, but for me it's always been face to face. Is that the same for you?
I think so, yes. I've either had recruits as a result of people coming to my classes, through my cuppa and card sessions, and they're all local enough that I am able to meet with them face to face if they require that. But I'm often getting messages every couple of days from people, I've just got a little question, and it's nice to be able to have a small network within a bigger network within a bigger network, because whether you're a team leader or you've just been recruited, you've got the support at whatever level you need it, so that if you're first brand new recruit, I don't want to post in a Facebook group, or I'm a bit shy, they can ask me. If I don't know it, I can ask somebody else, they'll know it. So true. It's nice to have that community feeling to it.
Yeah, and as you said, one of the rewards is a financial one. As people extend and do more, buy more, sell more, depends on how you look at it, and they promote, then you yourself get a financial gain, and there's nothing wrong with that at all.
No,
people need to be aware of that. So thanks for your time, Tara. I really appreciate your thoughts and input, and we've given you a little insight to recruiting your best customer. Don't be afraid to try it. You can always give them the option to say no. You don't have to force them into it. And I always say to people, if you're not really sure, now is probably not the time, because there will always be another time. That's just the way that I look at it. And then often they'll come back and say, actually, yes, it's time to do it. So I wish you all the best. We do have a series of videos this week, so I do hope you're able to enjoy the other ones too. And if you have any queries, you know where to find us. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.